Alrighty then, g'day guys, and holy hell, thank you so much for the gifted subs, for the bits, for the all the cool stuff, guys. Oh my god, I can't even see the hype train. It's all catching up on me. But welcome in. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder. What are we playing? Reign of Winter. That's what we're playing. I was about to say
Rime of the Winter Maiden.
I was literally about to say freaking Rime of the Frost Maiden, but we're not. We're playing the Pathfinder, not total ripoff. Actually, this isn't a ripoff because this came out years before. So who's ripping off who? Anyway, I digress. We're not here to piss off potential sponsors. We're here to play for you guys and with you guys. So first of all, thank you guys for coming in and joining us. We are here and joined with my lovely Patreons. Behold their magnificentiness. As they're here to come and enjoy and entertain and have a great time. How are we all doing? We all feeling good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Hell yeah! That's what I want to hear. All right, now we are going to step our intro game a little bit here, so please strap yourselves in as we introduce our lovely characters. First of all, we have, of course, joining us is Calindria, playing the role of the Slayer and former assassin Kyrie, who has, is a ratfolk, as you can kind of tell, who has taken it upon themselves to embark on their own personal quest to find a lost dog within the lands of the Tal'Darim Forest. Hello, Calindria.
Hello, hello.
How we doing?
You've said literally everything I say about Kyrie, so I don't need to introduce her.
No, you don't. But how are you? Are you well? You feeling good? Hyped up for today?
Indeed. Yes. Nice. I'm ready to see what trouble we can get into.
Spectacular. Next up, playing the role of the stoic Kichiro from the lands of Tianzia, who has come to find out what makes heroes on another continent. We have the incredible and wonderful Lucas. G'day, Lucas.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent. Wonderful news. Next up, playing, of course, the supervisor and mentor to these would-be heroes is Falgorn, the, I actually don't know what your class is. Hold on. I am not buying time while I scroll through my...
Is Troublemaker a class?
I'm a scroll master.
Oh,
that's what I'm
oh, good. I thought you were... Here I was thinking you were a polar bear warden. Very well.
I was.
That's a thing.
The polar bear hit me in the face.
The polar bear did hit you in the face.
And he forgot that he was a polar bear warden.
That's very true. Falgorn, our wizard scrollmaster, played by the incredible talent that is Kyle from Play Nerd Allies.
Hi.
Bonjour. How are you doing, my friend?
I am good. It's nice to be back. I've been away for a couple weeks.
It's
so
great
I'm very
to have
excited
you back.
to see.
Falgorn has been enjoying a very comfortable ride as he's been escorted in the lap of luxury. Fairies have tended to your wounds. It's been quite an experience that Falgorn's had.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would expect from Falgorn. Probably telling stories of his own valor.
Oh yeah.
Writing in his journal pretty consistently, and trying to keep his books away from a filthy goblin who's trying to eat them.
Yes, speaking of said filthy goblin, playing the filthy goblin book-eating monstrosity that is, of course, Grax, is our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Doing good, how are you?
I am doing well, thank you for asking. Neil plays the role of Grax, the goblin tome eater, who has taken it upon themselves to rid the world of every book one word at a time as they get chewed, swallowed, and digested, because goblins hate words, and Neil hates words.
I can still read, I just eat them afterwards.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Playing the role of the monastic Cromwell, our Genasi monk, is my dear friend Tim. Hello, Tim.
Good evening. I'm still not a Genasi, by the way.
You're not human.
I'm actually the Ureed.
Look, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's an Ureed.
Then it's mostly human, correct. Who cares what the base race is? That doesn't really
Exactly.
matter.
We know where it's
The human with cracks in his skin.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, actually, he probably doesn't. Do you have cracks in your skin? Or do you moisturize? What's your skincare routine? Tell me now.
He's made of clay.
Yes, he does have quite a skincare routine with, to keep that nice smooth, shiny sheen
Sandstone.
that most humans have.
Ah, yes, of course, yes. And of course, Cromwell is another graduate, or potential graduate, should we say, of the Cinderfang Academy, who is currently forging their own path as a hero within these lands. And of course, rounding out our team is the role of Mistwin, the Mystic Oracle, who is both loved and hated by the universe and the gods that govern it, played by the incredible Marcus. G'day, Marcus. How you doing?
Ooh. Tired.
Tired, yes. It would be quite early in the morning.
Been up for 30 minutes.
You've been up for 30 minutes. I have been up for the better part of 16 hours. But tell me, how are you feeling? You excited? You keen for today?
I am excited to get fucked by the gods once again.
Excellent. And as the person playing the gods, I thank you for your contribution. All right, sorry. I've had a particular game this morning, and if you want to see it, it's over on Careful Cantrip. I'm just in a mood, so if I'm a bit weird today, blame Dave.
Moods.
Okay. So,
Is that why we're currently playing the Rime of the Rain Masters?
Rime of the Rain Warden Polar Express. Okay, so so lastly, guys, we're going to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors for the show, and that is, of course, our sponsors, Hero Forge, who helped us make these wonderful artworks you can see on screen here, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, and, of course, Sirenscape for the beautiful sounds that you will hear as we play. In addition, we have our most important sponsor, you guys in the audience. Thank you so much for giving me not only your time, your very generous gift subs, your bits, and all of your stuff, but, guys, everything currently is really, really helping me out because, hey, times are tough. That's the world as it is. But in addition, I'm saving up for things, and things including coming and seeing you guys. As you can see up above where the title is, there's a little bar there that has $10 in it. It's got $10. I like it. It's my little piggy bank. That there is a bar to save up for my trip to Convergence. What is Convergence? It is a event that is happening next year in May, where I am going to be invited to go to the US and hang out in Utah, dressing up in costume and playing D&D characters live with you guys. So you guys will get to go to Evermore Park in Utah, and I'm not the great star here. I am going to be wandering around trying to make a fool of myself, but the real star is that Quincy from Quincy's Tavern is going to be actually there as Quincy, serving drinks, making food, doing all the cool stuff, hanging out. We're going to have tons of games running. It's basically Disneyland for like TTRPG nerds. And yeah, I'll be there. And to get me there, I need your help. I do. And you help me by up there. That's how I get help to do that. And then I will be there. I'll be there one way or another. This just means I won't have to be eating like instant noodles on bread. All right. Now, if you want to donate to the channel, we're not obviously just going to ask you for money, but of course, we're going to give you the opportunity to help out my players during the game. For $5, we are going to give someone a hero point or give me a jinx point. They can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for stuff, or roll advantage with things. In addition, for $10, we are going to give a lucky player a plot twist. Going to draw from this deck of plot twists, draw 3 cards, and you guys get to decide what that twist will be. For $20, which we have just been granted by the incredible Petiola, thank you so much, we get to award a natural 20 to a player or GM of your choice. So Petiola, let me know who you would like to be doing. Who would you like to have the natural 20 on that one? And then for $50, you can award the players a magic item, or you can award me a boss buff where I make something slightly more difficult than it should be. And lastly, but surely, for $100, the secret menu item for today is actually a very rare artifact. So rather than a magic item, it is actually a one-of-a-kind piece that will change. Let's just say it'll change the game. The piece that our players will get for the $100 big shebang is an orb of dragonkind.
What?
Oh,
What color? Well, we don't know.
It is. Well, I won't tell you, but I feel like those people who have understood the theme of this game will probably be able to guess what color.
Red. It's red, right?
It's
Is it red?
definitely a red.
It's red.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%. Randomly
Yellow.
give it to someone. Very well. I will roll a d8, and on an 8 I will re-roll, and we will see who gets the nat 20. All right. Big money, big money, big money, big money. All right, so I will be number 1. Then going from the top down, we'll go Kyrie number 2, Kichiro number 3, Falgon 4, Grax 5, Cromwell 6, and Mistwind 7. So that is a glorious 5. Who is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grax, you've already got it.
Grax!
Actually, I used that one because I used the nat 20 to deactivate the trap.
Oh,
You never
yeah,
took it
did.
away.
So you can have that back then. There you go. Done.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well done.
Cool.
Thank you,
Nice.
Pedrola. Your kindness
Thank
is
you.
most appreciated. All right. Well, with that said, thank you very much, everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as we prepare to embark on today's game. Starting, of course, with a trip into some beautiful surrounds. Here we go. All right. Now, our heroes come from a warm and temperate climate, the lands of Taldor. It is midsummer, where the trees themselves are blossoming green. The fruits and animals are all out and in just absolute resplendence in this area. In fact, this scene that you can see in front of you here is not too uncommon as to what people have become accustomed to in this area. But an unseasonable winter has dropped down and covered the land in a blanket of snow. From the north, an unseasonable chill now grips the Taldan countryside, and 6 unusual heroes now traipse themselves through the snow to try and find its source. After escaping the clutches of a vicious polar bear that threatened to rend our heroes apart, they had managed to make their way a short distance before resting at what seemed to be a series of strange fetishes hanging from trees, guarded by a series of sprightly-looking creatures. These frost sprites seem to treat our heroes with a certain level of curiosity and wonder. They were allowed to rest and sleep, and were informed that their master, a man by the name of Teb Notton, was in fact responsible for their presence in the forest. Thanks to our heroes' actions, driving off the polar bear, they had earned the favor with these fairies who safeguarded them through the night. But in the morning, another individual appeared. A large elk that seemed to speak in the human tongue. Curious about the heroes and their advances, it told them that the bandits that had attacked the caravan that they had been tracking were only a short distance away, but warned that heading any further may prove perilous, for the lands were already well and truly within the grasp of some other greater entity. Heeding these words, our heroes prepare to go on their journey. The stag no longer there, as the fairies, too, also have traveled onwards. Falgon, who had been injured in the polar bear fight, has now recovered, still with some scrapes and bruises bandaged by their arms. I think, Falgon, you pretty much were the worse for wear after this encounter. But even now, you kind of feel, with every scrape and with every bruise, you feel stronger, a little wiser. And it is here that we begin, with our heroes walking fervently to the north. All right. Now, as you are doing so, we have a couple of donations here. We have one from Schooly Eye for the $30 tip. Thank you so much, Schooly Eye. Grab my dice. Nat 20 and a Jinx for Dag, and hero point for Kichiro. All right, we will get that done momentarily. And a plot twist. Let's do the plot twist now. We haven't done a plot twist for a while. And
Plot twist. We decide this is a
Plot
really terrible
twist.
idea, and we go home.
That's a pretty good plot twist. All right, here we go. So, your plot twist, Petiola, is Oh, sorry, Liska, sorry. Liska, your plot twist is 1, 2, 3. Okay, you get a choice between the road most traveled, the agony of defeat, or backstabbed. I will put them in chat. Let me know what you decide.
What?
They all sound like they're leading to the same thing.
Yeah, more or less.
I mean, most people would be defeated if they were backstabbed.
Yeah.
And you're more likely to get backstabbed on the road less traveled.
Exactly.
All true. All right. So.
Little do we know it all leads to the same thing.
That's true. All roads lead to death. Huh. It seems that you drew the plot twist. Death, and of course, death.
Oh, this one's
A lot of
life.
cake.
It ends with death.
Indeed. All right. So, traveling along, we are going into a campfire scene. You are pondering the nature of the fairies that you spoke to, of this person named Teb Notton, who had apparently led them here. I'm going to give the scene to you for a little while, for you guys to discuss and potentially bring our dear friend Kyle up to speed on any thoughts that your characters may be having about their current situation. The scene is yours.
Oh, good to see you survived Felgon.
Well, it was, I think that it was just really the skill of all of you who were with me that really helped me get through that.
That is correct. Yes.
It was quite lovely to see, really, the students all banding together to help.
And then Grack showed up.
Yeah. Yes. Well, there's that. But Grax always has good intentions.
We never doubted that he would.
Like I said, it was an accident.
Well, as it turns out, it put us in the good books with probably the people that are causing all of this winter. So that's, I mean, something.
It means luck is on our side.
Who do we believe is actually causing all of this?
Well, we've basically been told by the Fae that it's the Fae, to put it simply.
Oh dear. Any particular reason, or are they just being
yes, because this is what they do.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So they were quite appreciative of Grax accelerating the coming of winter.
And how exactly did Grax do that?
Well, it's probably partly why you don't really remember the last 24 hours. Maybe it's best that way.
Oh, I mean,
but we did.
You see him sort of like stroke one of his books and just be like, knowledge is always better than ignorance. I think. But
we did manage to ascertain. We did ascertain the direction and somewhat location of those that we were originally tracking.
Oh, good. So we will be facing, it sounds like, Fae creatures who enjoy.
No, this was the bandits. So the bandits that
Rokar's
attacked the
raiders.
caravan that we came across. The Fae basically said if we continue pursuing them, then it's to our certain doom.
Oh, well, I like my doom uncertain at best. If that can be, if that can happen, but so the bandits. So it sounds like much has happened.
And the talking stag.
Yes, I believe the Fae
Luckily, it's
gave
not a
us
horse.
such a little of a threat to their plans that they were willing to basically divulge them all to us, which was interesting.
That's nice, I guess. there's so the plan is what? Just to make winter everywhere?
I believe so, yes. But at the moment, we may have a unique opportunity in that, when best to defeat your enemies, you must first know them and understand them.
Absolutely. I think that I will have to find a library when we have time and do a little research to see how best to deal with these issues. But in the meantime, I'm feeling hale and hearty. So thank you all for your help in my recovery.
Oh, you're welcome.
Grax, how many of my books did you eat?
I promise I didn't eat any.
All right.
Not while you're not looking. I mean, I'll usually do it when you're not looking, but not when you're unconscious. It's just rude. You have to be awake to do it.
Absolutely.
It tests my skills.
You're a good man, Drac.
Oh, thanks.
Well, now that you're back in action, our fearless leader, shall we head off to the bandits?
What bandits do we have? What do we know of these bandits?
Well, we know that they were working with the Fae, but the Fae don't really care about them. So they were quite willing just to give up their location to us, which is refreshing.
The dog is with them.
Oh yes, and Kyrie's quest is in that direction as well.
Dog. This is probably the most important part of it. Do we know whether they are in a camp or if they're in a building of some kind? Have we formulated any sort of plan of attack?
Weren't they kind of traveling? Because they attacked the caravan that we came up on.
Yeah, I believe they're at a what is traditionally called a bandit camp.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
It seems to me that if they are used to dealing with fey creatures, that we might be able to use that to our advantage. I have a spell, Dancing Lights, that I can use that I think can be formed to look something similar to a will-o-wisp. Perhaps we could lure certain of the bandits out one at a time from their camp using this into a trap that we have set somewhere in the forest around, and take them out one by one.
I'm sure after one or two go missing, they're not going to fall for it again.
That's totally fine.
That's like an amazing plan.
Bandits.
You begin to
Can you
we're
clarify
still-
what we mean by take them out?
Well, if we must.
Well, interjecting here, you explain in detail the nature of the plan as you continue your walk north until eventually you come to what looks to be a solid sheet of snow that extends across what looks to be a frozen stream. Okay. Boop. There we go. As you do so, it goes to show you very clearly how cold it is in this region. Because not only is this stream... not only should this stream not be frozen, it has actually never been frozen. You can actually see that there are even fish kind of mid-swim caught in the very, very sudden cold snap that have like partially tried to leap out of the water and actually landed on the actual surface of the river. And you can actually see that there are a number of other creatures that seem to be kind of caught in similar states. a bird who is frozen and died, having landed and swam. What looks to be maybe a mallard or something. And further up ahead, you see a form, a large hulking creature that seems to be breathing heavily.
That goddamn polar bear again.
That's another goddamn polar bear.
All right. It is a large white animal. At first glance, Falgon, your breath catches itself in its throat as you think, "Oh my God, it's the bear! He's come back for me." But on closer inspection, it appears to be a wolf. The wolf.
The lone wolf.
Well, for the time being, it looks very lone. Its legs seem to have been trapped in the ice and frozen in place. It breathes quite heavily, and it seems to have, again, like I said, it's very tired. It's just simply lying on the bank with its legs frozen in place.
Oh, do I have any idea what kind of creature this is? Like if it's just a wolf, or if it looks like it's much bigger than a typical wolf.
It's much bigger than a typical wolf.
Does it look naturally bigger or unnaturally bigger?
It looks naturally bigger.
Okay. So we've heard stories of these kind of large wolves.
I'd say that there's just an understanding that wolves can get this big.
Okay. Totally makes sense.
These fish flopping around on the ice, how close are they to us versus the wolf?
First of all, they're just dead, and they're sporadic. They're in a few places.
Okay. Would I be able to grab one or two without going on to the ice itself?
Sure. I'd say that you'd be able to grab a couple.
Okay. This is just in case we decide we're gonna go help the wolf. Figure I want to give him something to eat.
Sure. Yeah, I'm feeling like I want to go and give the wolf like some food or something. Like that's my initial response to sort of any animal in distress that I see.
I'm not certain that's going to help the wolf.
I want to try something using my intelligence. I don't actually know if it would work, but I kind of want to know if Grax might think it's a good idea or not. While he's kind of thinking maybe I could use a spell to do something. So the idea I want to try is create water on the surface of the surface of the river from the path to the other side. Maybe if we're not touching the ice, but instead the water that I created, maybe we won't freeze to the surface.
I think we can slide across the surface.
But if we touch it, won't we freeze like the fish and the birds?
They've frozen because it's cold.
Yes,
but didn't we just see one jump out of the water and land and freeze?
No.
Oh, you said they're dead already.
Michael, you're frozen.
No,
like when the lake froze, it was like so quick. They all tried to jump out to escape, and then just landed on a solid river and died.
It was just like a flash freeze, basically.
No, I thought we just saw it jump out and it froze. Okay.
Are wolves in this, Michael? Are Pathfinder wolves like real wolves in that there's very little human contact and they'll generally go out of the way not to, or are they like your typical adventure? Oh, random encounter, wolves attack the party, and so everyone's afraid of wolves because they always attack humans and stuff.
Well, let's just say that every creature, person, or thing with that can has a motivation. Just in general, it's just my jamming style in particular. Yeah. Is there's always a reason for how they behave. They're not simply going to attack you because, like you're a human. I'm going to eat you. None of
might be starving wolves and then they'll attack. But we don't go outside the town going, oh no, I wonder if the wolves are going to get us.
Yeah. Oh well, no, there are wolves that will hunt down people, obviously, and stuff like that. Like that is definitely a thing to happen. How often it happens? I mean, I definitely say, especially in the winter months when they're hungrier, it is more dangerous. But given it is the summer months and it's now suddenly become winter, who knows? It's hard to say.
Yeah, I just mean as traveling people, we wouldn't necessarily go, "Oh, wolves, that's immediate danger." Other than it's a wild animal and it could be dangerous, but
Correct.
no more so than any other wild animal.
Exactly.
I'm gonna shout over to the wolf. Just I heard that we had a talking animal yesterday. Are you a talking animal?
The wolf lifts up its head and looks in your direction. It seems to just make eye contact with Falgorn, though it doesn't seem to say anything.
I'm gonna pull one of the rations out of my backpack, and
as you reach for your backpack, all of a sudden you hear this kind of low growl that seems to come from the back of the wolf's throat.
Oh, I'm like, don't worry, I'm not getting anything. I'm gonna take my backpack off and just put it on the ground very slowly. And I'm going to all the while trying to comfort it, be like, it's nothing dangerous, it's okay, everything's fine, and very slowly just pull out like a ration. And just like, it's not a weapon or anything, it's just a ration. And I'm going to try my best to slide it across the ice towards the wolf.
All right.
It's food. Food. It's tasty.
To the surface of the water.
While he's doing that, I want to try and edge over the side of the lake and see if I can see through, if it's clear or not, to try and ascertain whether there's still any water underneath or if it seems solid.
All right. It does seem solid the whole way through.
That's terrifying.
Well, it's probably safe to cross.
Well, nothing to stand for. Just standing here. Greg's gonna just kind of. I can't move my guy. He's gonna start across the surface.
All right, you guys can move yourselves across the ice if you'd like. As you do so, the wolf seems to growl more viciously.
Did my ration get to them?
It did. It seemed to look at it and acknowledge it, but it didn't seem to take it.
Oh. It's tasty, though.
Do you guys still move up?
Yeah, Greg's gonna keep moving.
I'm good to wait to see what's gonna happen.
Can we see if the wolf is actually stuck in the river or next to it, or it's wounded, or can we see what's actually going on from here?
It appears to be wounded. Several large bruises seem to cover its body. And it continues to bark as you attempt to cross the river. Its legs are frozen about up to about its whatever it would be the equivalent of its elbow joint. And it's basically frozen all the way through, and it's just pinned him to the ground.
Can I find one of the fish that seems to have been frozen on top?
You saw Kyrie pick up a few.
All right, cool. Kyrie, let him have some fish. Let's see if he likes fish. Maybe we could warm it up a little bit for him.
I don't think it's a matter of whether or not it's hungry. Do you not see that its leg is stuck in the ice?
No, I understand. But you're dealing with a wild animal, and you're going to have to try to befriend it first by giving it something it wants.
Kyrie is going to pass the fish over to Falgorn. She ain't doing this, but Falgorn.
All right.
Sure. All right, Falgorn, you have the fish with you. Just before we get into that, Kichiro, can I get you to make me a perception check, please?
Sure, I can do that.
Your watchful eyes continue to, again, very stoically remain vigilant as the others move around. As the dog barks, can you also make me a sense motive check, please?
Yes.
Nice.
Damn.
All right. You don't seem to see anything, but you notice something peculiar. The wolf does not seem to be aggressive. In fact, every time it seems to bark at you, or bark at the group, it's only as they're moving across the ice. It is then that you realize very quickly, the wolf is not trying to attack you or threaten you. It's trying to warn you. What you do with that information is entirely up to you, Kichiro.
Yes. Kichiro will immediately tell the group to stop and to come back, because it seems that this creature is not aggressive and is in fact trying to warn us to some sort of danger, but I don't know what or where it is.
All right, Grax and Cromwell, what do you guys do?
Well,
Greg
rather than
stops.
turn around, I will see. I'll have a look around and see if I can see what the wolf is barking about then, or what Kichiro thinks that the wolf is trying to communicate.
Grex was kind of like marching out there when he was kind of moving forward. So he stops, but he keeps sliding forward because he can't stop.
Very well.
Tyrion as well.
As they're doing that, I'm just gonna immediately cast mage armor on myself.
Very well. All right, one moment while I cue this up real quick.
Yeah, I should cast mage armor.
We're about to die.
Too late.
All right. So,
Oh well. Nice.
all of a sudden, the ice breaks,
Ah!
and emerging from beneath are what
Oh,
appear
dear.
to be two elemental beings made of ice.
Whoa.
As they arise, they would have otherwise ambushed you had it not been for Kichiro and the wolf's warning. You managed to get some of, like I said, some of you will say that your first round will be used to buff, but this is an ambush, so unfortunately, during perception checks and skill checks, we don't have enough time for you to cast the full length of your spells. However, we are going to treat it as if you have begun casting it. As we go into initiative. All right.
Wait a minute.
The
You
wolf
said this
goes
is an
first,
ambush?
but only begins to bark and yell. Falgorn, you said you wanted to cast mage armor.
I did.
All right, so Falgorn, after you cast mage armor, you kind of feel the scrolls kind of unfurl and wrap around your person, creating that sort of not like paper armor, but like that ethereal armor.
Yeah,
around your body.
like origami just unfolding
Yeah.
across me.
Yeah. All right, what do you want to do next? You have a move action remaining.
One move action. All right. I would like to. I'm gonna sort of like start digging into my satchel, trying to find the right scroll, and I'm just gonna pull out a couple of scrolls, just ready to go, and that'll be it for me.
Beautiful. Rifling through your pouch, you almost Wolverine claw pull out like several scrolls ready to get used. Grax, you've turned and you've attempted to move back, but
No, I stopped, but I'm sliding forward, so I'm still moving forward.
all right. Well, you will slide directly into the path of one of these elementals. What do you want to do?
I was looking something up quick because I want to check something, but okay, so actually, quick question: the fire beetle doesn't have like an actual fire kind of attack or aura, right? It just creates light.
I believe it has a flash bottom type thing. Like it
Okay,
sort of
so
does. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at the fire beetle.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Do you need a bit more time? Either way, summoning will
No.
take your full round. Unless you have that ability that summoners have.
Well, no, I've got the it's the ability that the occultists have, where it just takes an action.
Oh, yeah.
The servitor. But no, I think. You know what? I'm going to try and daze it. I'll just be like, bah! And just try to shoot a flare in his face.
All right,
Try
very
to daze
well.
him.
As you do so, unfortunately for you, you are within its melee range.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't cast it defensively.
No,
No.
you did not. So it is
I
gonna
keep
try
forgetting
and
that.
swatch you, but will miss with an 18 as it attempts to clobber you.
Haha! So that I try and flare it with my daze attack.
Indeed.
Oh,
All right.
succeed.
It will, however,
Oh.
make the save. So your daze effect,
Yeah.
your daze spell does not seem to have any effect. You do have a move
Ah!
action still if you want to take it, but other than that, your turn will be over.
I guess. Can I free action
Wait.
5 foot?
Make it.
You
reroll.
cannot 5 foot. This is difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna head towards the wolf.
All right. I need a acrobatics check from you.
It's a -1, which that's a 4.
You fall prone as you
Oh.
slip
Oh, no.
and land on your tuchus.
No,
Sorry, Marcus, did you say you wanted to say something?
my oversized head. Marcus?
Marcus, hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear
Yep.
you.
Okay. I was saying, I said make the thing re-roll because of my misfortune.
Oh,
It's a.
I wouldn't worry about it. I've got a -1 acrobatics. But I'll try it if you want. me
Well,
to
no,
roll.
not you. I was
Oh, the
talking,
thing.
The
Oh, he
thing
missed.
save.
On the
Yeah, he
day.
missed.
Oh, the save. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make the saving throw.
Oh,
Yep, not a worry.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was trying to say
Okay.
that.
okay, gotcha. Cool. Cool.
Very well. He fails.
Wait. Well, quick question. It says so. Does it have 4 or fewer hit dice?
It has.
Oh, never mind. It's not a humanoid creature, is it?
It is not.
Okay, then it doesn't even work.
Oh, okay. Very well. It has no effect.
Oh.
I keep forgetting. It says a humanoid creature with
Yep,
4
well,
or less
now
hit
you know.
die.
Okay. Also, before I forget, because I did forget, and I'm terribly sorry, Schooly Eye has given a natural 20 and a jinx point to me,
Ooh.
and a hero
Oh.
point to Kichiro. All right,
Ah, shoot.
Cromwell,
Okay.
you're up next.
Right. Well, these things don't look friendly. Let's see.
Oh, I should be prone then, Michael.
So do we get just one action in this round?
Only if you were doing something mid-round. So, for example, the mage armor, etc., etc., etc.
Okay, but so I could do a full attack.
Yep.
Okay. I will try and knock this thing back to where it came from with a full attack and a flurry. Let's see how hard this thing really is.
All right, first attack will, as you punch, strike at the ice.
Quite hard.
Yeah, you kind of strike at these things, and they are dense.
All right, I will try and add a bit more force with this one and do a spin around elbow.
Nice.
All right, that one does indeed work as you spin around and land your elbow into it, dealing 10
Yeah.
points of damage. Very nice. All right, was that your flurry?
Yes, that was the second one.
All right, not a problem. Next up, Kichiro.
Yes, that's me. Let's see. 15, so I can make it out there. Cool. I am going to. Is this a new day? We rested, right? So this is a new day,
You
technically.
did rest, yes. This is a new day.
Okay. No, I'll hold on to that. Does it take a full movement action for me to unsheath my sword?
It will take a. You can do it as part of your movement.
Okay, I can. Cool. All right, I will. Let's see. I guess we'll move up to here, unsheath my sword as I go, and then I will attack this guy with my katana.
All right. Very well. Make your attack. Ooh, a flash of steel, but again, you see the spark hit as it strikes the ice.
Sweet.
All right. Unfortunate. Oh, actually, can you move 5 foot up from where you are? Can you get to that next square?
Yes. Yeah, I
Alright,
can.
if you
I got
can.
5 feet left.
If you can, that'll give you a +2, which gives you a 16 because you're flanking, which will just hit if you move to that location.
All right.
Yep.
I'll do that then.
Excellent. All right. The sword goes in, and as it does so, it turns its body and attention to Cromwell as you dive and move your blade further in, which will deal how much damage?
Five.
All right. 5 points of damage. The creature shatters. Let's see. Do you have a demise ability? You do not. No, you do not. All right. That one shatters to pieces. All right. Very cool. Katana for the win as you make shaved ice out of this guy. Mistwind.
I like it.
You're up.
So I forgot to ask this. Is this a surprise round against us?
No.
Okay.
Thanks to
So-
Kichiro's alertness, you were warned before it got to spring its ambush.
Well, I'm sure I knew anyway, even if it was because the powerless prophecy. Gotta love it. I'm staggered for the first round, so that means I can only do one thing. Then for my one action, I will cast Ill Omen on the other ice thing. So where's the saving throw? None. So it's just, yeah. So on the next D20 roll it makes, it rolls twice and takes a less favorable result.
You're on mute, Michael.
All right, not a problem. That is going to suck. Okay. All right. Which brings us to the creature.
Just looking up at it. Ah!
It is going to try and grapple the goblin in front of him, who is prone.
Ah!
All right, that is
Ooh.
a success.
It's
And
got to
it
roll
is going to
twice.
it is going
It
to
rolls
drag you
twice.
into the ice.
It rolls twice, Michael.
But I don't
Ill omen.
wanna.
Ow.
And then you know
Crap.
what? We'll give it misfortune, so make it roll again.
I'm gonna use a jinx point and rub that smirk off your face.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Gonna cancel it.
Yep.
Oh, you.
Well, that's fine by me.
Actually, it's really funny. I saw this TikTok, and it's probably fake, right? It was definitely fake. There's this guy got the bill from a restaurant, and he played like a reverse card, and then the waiter's like, he's like, "Ha, now you have to pay for my bill," and then the waiter pulls out another reverse card and says, "Yeah, it's kind of funny." All right. So yeah. All right, Neil. Grax is dragged into the ice. I need you to make me a strength check.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So much hostility.
That's a 13.
All right, not bad. You do manage to keep your head above the ice line, but you are now buried up to your neck in the ice, and it is now below the ice.
Okay.
As it uses Ice Glide to basically grab you and just sort of pull you down into the ice with him. All right. That brings us to Kyrie.
Who kind of just shrugs and goes, "Cool. What am I supposed to do?"
Just a head,
I can't see it, right?
It is under the ice. Yes, that is very true. You do see your friend though. He's kind of gasping for air.
Difficult terrain means I can only move at half speed, right?
You can move at full speed, but you will need to make a acrobatics check.
Which, let me see what that looks like. Nah, not terrible. Okay. Alright, I am going to try to push past everybody to offer a helping hand to Grax. I'm
My
going
hands are
to
under the ice.
Yeah, hold on. How do I like, would it be possible if I go here? Because it's got to be grabbing him, right? So would I be able to try to stab into like its like wrist, basically?
Oh no,
Or-
it's not. It hasn't grappled him. It's just dragged him into the ice, and he's just in it.
He's like, okay, cool. So I will
I'm
go
just, like,
back up
ahead now.
here.
Yep.
I will make my acrobatics check to make sure I didn't fall on my ass.
Look like a green onion.
I will fall on my
Oh
ass.
no!
That is unfortunate.
So I'm like still way back here, right?
As
soon as I hit the ice.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Actually,
So
no,
I'll be
you'll
like,
make it to
I'm
the-
coming.
Sorry, you'll make it to the next one. Yeah, you'll make it to the next one, and then you'll fall. All right, beautiful, done. All right. So yeah, you've moved. You've still got your standard action. You can use it to just stand up if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna dust myself off and be like, nobody saw that.
All right, beautiful.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
Okay. The dog is continuing to sort of bite and claw at its leg, trying to get free. It's not trying to eat its leg. It's just like, you know what I mean. It's trying to like dig at the ice more than anything else. As we'll then go to Falgorn.
So I cannot actually see anything. So who's under the ice right now?
Grax.
So Grax is under the ice. Can I see the other elemental?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Then I would love to head over to near Grax, and I'll go at half speed, like being very, very careful, not to disturb too much. And I'm going to hold an action to cast a spell, so that when the ice person pops back up, I can go at him.
Okay, very well. What are you going to prepare?
You see me pull out a sheet of parchment, and I am going to like essentially just draw a lightning bolt on it, and I'm gonna start casting Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, very nice.
The Fantasy Grounds just kicked me out.
Oh, did it? What a shame. It's not like I just kicked you out for being freaking I'm sick of your goddamn.
Rude.
No, I don't know. It happens. There you go.
Kicking me out because I'm forcing you to re-roll. I see how it is.
Yeah, petty.
All right. After Falcon is Grax. Grax, you are in ice.
Okay. I am an ice. So is it like my body is under and my head's above, or am I just fully under?
Pretty much everything below your shoulder is trapped in ice and immobile.
Okay, because I was gonna try and kick my feet around and see if there's any kind of water underneath.
Nope.
But it's just fully ice. Okay. I guess I can try to break out. I don't expect to, so I'm just probably gonna just be like, "Help! I can't get out!" I'm gonna try to bite the ice.
What would happen if one of us wrote words on the ice?
That'd be very funny.
Right?
All right, but yes, more specifically.
Okay, well, I'll try to roll strength check to get out.
Yeah, make your strength check to try and break free.
Nope.
Yeah, you wiggle your head. That is about it. Cromwell.
Stop playing around, Grax. There's no time to try and swim in the ice. I'll grab one of his arms and try and haul him out of the hole.
His arms are under the ice. You can probably grab him by the jowls or by the ears.
Grab his ears.
Yep.
He's got big ears.
All right. Now, do you want to make your own strength check or do you want to assist him?
No, I'll do my own strength check.
All
I
right.
just ripped my ears off. Oh no.
All right, do it. Let's see.
Oh.
All right. You strain and you pull his rubbery goblin head. However, it doesn't loose him from the ice.
You're like going.
All right, Kichiro.
Oh, you're really stuck in there.
I don't know what's going on.
All right. Since my strength isn't the greatest anyway, and everybody else is with Grax, I am gonna go try to free the wolf. I'm going to approach it slowly with my sword behind me and pointed down so it knows it's not a threat. I'm gonna put one hand up and I'm gonna speak to it gently and soothingly as I approach to let it know that I'm going to try and free its hind legs.
Okay. Make an animal handling check if you have ranks.
I do. Where are you?
Ooh.
There.
I saw that. It says untrained there.
It says untrained. Are you just seeing your stat bonus to
Oh,
it?
yeah,
rather than
nope.
actual
Yeah,
rank?
it is untrained. Yeah, that's my
Okay,
bad.
yeah. If it's untrained, you can't use that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
But
I don't have it then.
But there is still a chance that you can approach and that you will not be a threat. This just entitles you to him being calm. Let's see, how's he looking? Actually, 85 will be quite in favor of you. So, as you approach, it doesn't seem to be aggressive. At first, it's kind of like, you know when a dog is uncertain of you, its ears are back, and it's just kind of staring? That's what you're looking at. It's not outwardly barking or snarling or showing teeth or anything like that, but it is definitely very wary.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to approach slowly, and I'm going to kind of motion to the sword and then point at the ice to kind of let it know that that's my plan, is to hit the ice and not him.
Sure. Do you do so?
All right. What do I need to do here to try to free his legs? Do I need to roll something? What do you need from me here?
Let's go with the strength check with a +2 bonus for you using the sword.
All right. Oh, that was rough.
Almost a 20.
Ooh.
So close.
Missed it by that much. All right. Unfortunately, as you clack at it, it doesn't seem to relinquish the wolf's foot. All right, which brings us to Mistwin.
Can I get the map back, please?
How dare you?
I do not have it no more because Fantasy Grounds completely like crapped itself. Thank you. Now that I can actually move and shit, is the ice thing still there, or is it still like in the ice?
It's still in the ice.
All right. If that's the case, I was. Since Spalgorn seems to be a little hurt, Miss Wynn I will cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Me?
Yep.
I thought I was fine. Am I?
You're in the red.
Yeah, you're in the red.
How?
I
thought.
so...
Did I just not get healed from last time? Effectively, because I thought all my. Because
no, we actually we
No, you
were
healed.
told to
You were just in
ignore.
worse shape last time.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
you were on 0.
Yeah,
before.
I'm still at 8 wounds from last heal too.
I see. Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
D8, so it's a
Six
D8
ones,
plus
I
1
think.
point per caster level, and since I'm 2, so that would be a D8 plus 2. That'd be that. So, game 5 health back.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. I feel this rush of energy, and I scribble my lightning bolt even faster. By the way, it's a terrible drawing of a lightning bolt. Like it is.
It won't let me like drag it and heal it onto him for some reason.
Try it on the combat tracker.
I have like there's nothing to drag and drop. Is what I'm.
Oh, how much does he heal? I just roll. Yeah. Cure Light Wounds. Yeah, you sure?
Yep. 5 total HP because it's plus 2 from me being Oracle level 2.
Yeah. No worries. Let me just have a quick squiz here. Cure Light Wounds. Did
Oh,
you hit the
wait.
magnifying glass? Because I can see it right there.
There we go. I just
Alright, cool. There you go. You can heal 8. Done. Well, did you drop it
Okay.
on him?
no, I actually just pressed it, but
Yeah.
I'm.
That's
This
okay. That's
is-
okay. You'll get there. You get there.
There we
see?
go.
And then it's automatically healed him. Okay.
Yep. There. Oh, that was a bit of a ride.
Okay. Now, as we get to the end of Mistwind's turn, the creature pulls the goblin down beneath the ice.
Can I roll 8?
All right. As you are brought below, you are no longer breathing. You are brought into the ice, and the creature is now out of sight.
No.
All right. We now play the plot twist card. The agony
Oh, no.
of defeat.
Whoa.
And you watch
Oh.
as your friend Grax is now frozen solid.
Oh shit.
All right. The combat is over.
All right, I'll drop my spell and immediately start trying to like dig Grax out of the ice.
With what?
I see a bunch of rocks around.
Cool.
I can hand you one of my daggers.
Okay, fabulous.
All right. You start jabbing at the ice, but as I mentioned previously, it is solid ice the whole way down. Grax is about 10 foot deep into this ice.
Oh my god.
as you are chipping away at the surface layers. As this happens, not too far away. Whoops, don't do that. That's not what I wanted.
No, just kidding. Explode.
Purple worm. No.
Purple worm. No.
Red dragon.
All right.
Purple worm.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, all of a sudden you hear, "Now, mate, you're not really going to find your way through the ice with that thing." You hear a voice coming from nearby, talking to Kichiro as he is using his katana to try and dig through. "Yeah, blade on those TNE swords. Yeah, they're not really suited for that. More slashing than there are for you know, cutting through the ice. Here, try this." Flung across the ground is what looks to be a pickaxe. It looks old and worn and has several runes along its length. Kichiro, the figure who has thrown this to you, looks like this.
Dude.
A rather dashing-looking
We all know
ranger.
who this is, right?
What's that?
We all know who this is, right?
Maybe. Do you? It's not
Is he
bad.
gonna say that's not a knife?
It's not a knife. It's a knife. No. All right, there he is.
He's just got a gun.
He does actually have a gun. And in his company is what appears to be, which I don't have a token for, but pretend he's there, is a large, fluffy, white owlbear.
Oh.
He said, well, anyway, like I said, he's thrown you the pickaxe from the bank nearby. And Kichiro, what do you do?
He's coming.
That's a good question. I don't know if I can trust this guy. Oh yeah, can I sense motive?
Sure.
Yeah.
Make your sense motive.
If you don't immediately pick it up, I'm going to go and pick it up and try to help my friend.
I'm just trying to make sure that it's not like cursed or something here.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna go grab it.
All right.
All right, let me sense motive real quick.
Okay. Make your
So I
sense
can make
motive
sure.
first, and Falgorn, you can make an acrobatics check.
All right, absolutely.
Here we go.
All right. While this guy doesn't seem to be too hostile in any kind of way, there is a certain, I guess, like ease you feel around him that's not entirely thwap. There's a certain ease that you're not sure if it's the cadence of this person or the fact that he like seems to have exactly what you need. It doesn't really seem like he's any kind of a threat to you, at least not at the moment. He says he still gestures at the pickaxe for you.
Did the pick land somewhere over nearer where we are?
With Kichiro.
It's with me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Also, real quick, we got a hero point. Sorry, not a hero point. What am I saying? From Frozen to Electric Boogaloo, we have a hero point for Falgorn and Grax.
Yay! Thank
Thanks.
you.
All right.
Ichiro, toss the pick over. We've got no tools for this here.
Oh, if you ain't got no tools, well, don't worry, I got you covered. Hey, hand me my backpack. You can see that the large creature then sort of turns to its side, and you can see it's got a saddle with the name Skipper written on it. He rifles through the bag and pulls out just a serious assortment of like ice fishing kind of tools, and he says, "Oh, you've got another one over there."
Well, yes.
Yeah, all right. Hang on. Let
Ice
me.
fishing ice fishing sounds perfect.
Yeah, here.
He's gonna slip too.
Here, take these quick, and well, you all don't need to be working on this at the same time. Why don't one of you start up a fire? Your friend's gonna probably want to get warmed up once he's out of the ice.
Mistwin will go ahead and do that. Right over here.
I'll grab one of the ice cutting tools and start doing like flurry of blows on the ice with them.
Ice chiseling with your fists.
All right, Grax, I need you to make me a fortitude save, please, just to see what level of exhaustion you come out at.
Oh gosh.
That one's.
Natural 20!
Oh, nice.
Nice. You die. However, thankfully, because your heart rate slows and so does your breathing, you actually are uninjured when you come out of the ice. It takes. Do you still have that shocking grasp, Falgorn?
Sure, yes.
Cool. Falgorn, you rub your hands together. Clear.
I'm gonna alter it a little bit so that, like, instead of just a lightning bolt, now there's like a little heart at the end. It's like beating.
Nice. You just collegiately and then carry the 7, and then these runics here.
Yeah, spends 5 minutes fine tuning it.
Yeah.
Every time he shocks me, it just
All right, Grax does come back to life, frozen, but thankfully no worse for wear, even regarding the harrowing experience. Kichiro, are you making progress with your pickaxe?
Yes. Yeah, I would have picked that up and started working.
All right. The wolf's legs eventually start to come loose enough that it manages to rip one of them out. It then uses it to claw at the other one, making it almost impossible for you to use the pick. But with its claw now free, it isn't long before it manages to get itself back onto its feet. You can see that it's a little sore and bloodied, but for the most part, it's able to stand and move. The creature, the wolf, looks at you and snarls, but then a moment passes as it then seems to calm. It's more snarling out of pain than it is anger, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And eventually it looks to you and walks up. It licks the palm of your hand where you're holding onto the pickaxe and lets loose a howl before running into the woods.
Oh.
However,
Well, that was quite fortuitous of you to appear at that very moment, stranger.
oh well, think nothing. Well, I'm becoming more Western the more I actually talk. I don't know why.
Why, it's almost like it was the fates.
It's almost like it was fate. No. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this accent. I feel like it's the easiest one for me to do with this guy. I don't know if it's his hat. No. Hang on. Let me check my NPC notes here.
Maybe it's that chiseled jaw.
Okay. Notes here. All right. Yeah, no, he'll be Australian. All right. Okay, no worries. I can do an Australian accent. Yeah, no, it's too easy. Too easy, mate. Fair dinkum. All right. Now, yeah, no worries. Look, as far as I'm concerned, it just happened to be the right place and the right time. Me and Skip, we were traveling around trying to see if we could sell some of our wares when we heard the commotion coming from this way. Didn't expect to find a little tiny green fella getting dragged into the ice there. Though, that being said, there's not usually much ice around these parts. Thankfully, we were all strapped up and ready, weren't we, love? As he pats over to the owlbear, who kind of coos / hoots in the same direction.
It is probably more probable than not that were you to come across us at any point in time, you would have found the small green thing being pulled into something.
Yeah, a bit of a troublemaker, are you? Yeah, it's all right. Folks say that about me as well. Where are me manners? Name's Daniel, but folks call me DT. And this here is Skippy. Or Skipper. Or Skip for short. Now, what are you, what I can only expect, adventurers, guildies, mercs, bounty hunters?
In fact, sir, we are from the Cinderfang.
Oh, shut the front door. Cinderfang? Yeah, I spent some time over at Cinderfang. Didn't do too well. Not very a studious kind of person myself. I kind of quit after my first year, but I felt like there were other places calling me, and things are what they are. But You know, these days I'm traveling around, you know, kind of a mobile shop, as it were. Me missus is back home and she's running the storefront while I take our wares out into the wilds for folks like you, actually. Yeah, she
Well, I
runs.
suppose,
Oh, you going?
well, it would be customary, I believe, in this case, that we offer some kind of compensation for your aid and tools.
Oh, no. Look, you know, don't even think about it. I think it's just common decency, you know, when you got to help each other out. It's what mateship's all about. But if you want to express your gratitude by perusing me wares, and if you want anything or if you like what you see, you know, I'll give you a special discount as well, eh? Call it a troublemaker fee. He says, winking at Grax.
Do we have any more gold than? Have I missed out on any gold or anything like that?
No, we
currently...
haven't gotten anything other than what we started with.
Okay.
No, we did get a little bit of rewards from the few quests we completed.
Yeah, I already.
You mean the one where you
those in
talked us
town.
down from 5 gold to 1 gold?
One was getting a sausage named after you or something like that. So I
Right.
don't think any of those have been gold, have they?
No.
I think we got some gold for finding the
Golden
priest.
sausages.
We got a single gold.
Alright, we got the potions. I think we actually did get gold for the sausages.
No, I thought we just got the sausages.
We got free samples of the sausage and then the sausage named after us.
Yeah.
You got that.
I'm gonna offer that, you know, hey, if there is just a sort of a minor little thing, if he has anything that needs to be mended, I can certainly use my cantrip to do so. If he's got like minor mends that he needs in his coat or in any of his tools or anything like that, then I'm happy to.
Oh, well, ain't that kind of you. Well, yeah, mate. You know, look, old Skip's saddle's been a bit janky since we took a tumble. There was this giant frickin', but you believe it or not, snow elf walking around with this big-ass cudgel. And, well, me and Skip, we kind of bumped into him in the wrong way. He kind of bloated up like a great big balloon and then took a big swing at old Skip, and kind of one of his saddle straps came loose. It's been causing him no amount of pain, mate. And if you could fix it up, that'd be brilliant.
Absolutely. I think I can certainly do that. I think that's no problem. I'm gonna head over and I'm just going to, like, sort of in the air draw like what it should look like, and then start sort of like moving it together and trying to just get the pieces to fit themselves back together.
Wow.
So
Ain't that
from a desire to browse your wares, we are somewhat find ourselves on our first serious quest. So
I'll say no more. Like I said, I've been there before and I've seen it 100 times. Sorry, Miss Wynn, did you have something you wanted to throw in?
Did you just ask if I had something I wanted to ruin?
No.
Is that what you just asked me?
No.
Maybe.
That's what it sounded like. No, everything is falling apart though. Like my screen just glitched out horribly.
Oh no.
Like
Oh, that's
Kyle was literally just pixels upon pixels.
That's okay. Theater of the mind it is. All right. He says.
I forgot what I was even gonna say.
That's okay. All right. He says. Well, look. If you guys are out on your first venture, then well, look. I'd rather have you at least somewhat taken care of before something out in the wild gets you. And if you come from Cinderfang, as far as I'm concerned, your credit's good here. So how about this? What if I start a running tab, eh? You can square up with me when you've got the cash later on, and sure enough, you'll either find me or me missus somewhere around. And hey, if you don't pay up, I can always send Skip to come collect the bill.
That sounds
wonderful.
All right. Well, first of all, let's get you all rugged up. Here, no good adventuring group should be without these. He reaches into the backpack and pulls out what looks to be 6 cloaks. He places them one after the other, and they're all kind of different colors. You can take which color you like, but these are effectively cloaks of resistance +1.
Ooh.
These will give you +1
Okay.
to all of your saving throws while you are wearing these.
I'll take the green one.
Very well.
Wow.
There's another green one. You can have multiple green ones.
I'll take
I'll
the
take
lighter
the
green one.
Oh shit! Ow. Ooh, that didn't feel good. Okay.
Alright, I'll take the lighter green one.
All right. And Kyrie, did we give you those boots, by the way?
Yes.
Yep, cool. Kichiro, do you have a magic item at the moment? Besides the cloak
I do
just gave you?
not.
Okay.
No, yeah, just the cloak.
All right, Kichiro, do you have your wish list here?
I do not.
Very well. In which case, he says, "Look, here, take this. It's a whetstone for your sword. I mean, after watching you bang on the ground for a while, I reckon it's a bit blunted. Now, this is a sword of this is a whetstone of keen edges. What it allows you to do is, when you sharpen it, you will give your katana the keen property, so that your next attack is done with a double crit range.
Ooh.
But only the first attack made after using the whetstone. It does take a minute to use the whetstone on your sword.
All right, I like it.
Go. Falgorn, have you given me your wish list?
Yeah, it's in chat.
Excellent. He says, oh, for you, mate, look, you seem to be a man of, let's just say, a lot of paper. And, here, look, this is something me old mate, he kind of went into a desk job. Works now over at the Bank of Abdar and just can't keep going on about like how he's got like 1 million scrolls and no way to organize it. So we found an enchanter. Anyway, long story short, look, here's it's like kind of like a bag of holding, except it's kind of more rectangular, perfect for papers. And then the great thing about it is you just pull out whichever papers you need. He hands you a bag of holding, level 2.
Oh, okay.
However, the proviso is that its unique shape means that you can fit things that are like paperish very easily into
Paper
it.
books.
But papers, books, anything like documentations and stuff. But things that are quite large and cumbersome and stuff like that will have a more difficult time going in, and you definitely can't put people in there.
So like
Awesome.
a goblin couldn't get in.
No, goblin can't get in. It also has a goblin-proof latch.
What?
All right.
Cheater! No, just kidding.
Grax, do you have a magic item yet?
I do. I have the list. I put in my notes and in the chat.
No, do you actually have a magic item on your character?
Oh, well, I got the Masterwork chain shirt.
That is not magic. Okay, so where is
then, yeah. I know.
your thing? Here he is, your notes. All right. Now, do you have any symbols of your god?
Guess I don't really know what the symbol of Tsukio is.
Okay,
But I think it was like a moon.
Yeah, so you know that the ring
Like
of
an animal or
Torag
something.
is the ring of another god, right?
Oh,
Torag's the god of the dwarves.
no. I
Okay,
didn't know
maybe.
that.
That's okay. He says, now, hey, Skip. Oh, what's this? Is it a rabbit leg? Is it a rabbit leg? Who loves rabbit legs? Who loves rabbit legs? Here, you go get this. And he throws the rabbit leg away, and Skip goes bounding off after it. He reaches into his cloak and he says, "Listen, mate, you look like a goblin that knows what he likes, and yeah, quite frankly, I've worked with your kind a couple of times. Honestly, this is probably one of the most useful things your folks tend to use. This isn't just an assumption, but he holds up what looks to be claws of the ice bear.
Ooh.
Now, as he holds these out, he says, "Now, quick, hide him, put him in your shirt." All right, as you do so,
Stuff them in my mouth.
the owlbear comes bounding back, and he goes, "Oh, good boy. Who's a good boy, Skip? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't tell him." It's a bit sensitive, this one. All right, Tim, what about yourself?
I believe you passed out a cold iron weapon, but we weren't able to identify it, so I don't know if it's magical, what it is. It was one of those, yeah.
All right, not a.
I don't know. I don't currently knowingly have a magic item other than the cloak.
Okay, not a problem. He will hand to you a ring of protection, saying, "All right, like here, take hold of this thing. I reckon it'll come in quite handy, especially with someone like yourself. Seem to be quite hands-on when it comes to using the old 1-2 punch. I used to be a bit of a boxer back in my day as well.
I like the blue gem. It goes with my human forehead gem.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think everyone has shuffled. How dare you?
Sorry about that.
Beautiful, done. All right, all fixed. All right. Yeah, no, it's quite a fetching gem actually. Boop, 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 boop. And lastly, Mistwin, do you have any magical items on your person?
Other than the cloak, no.
All right. Let's have a look. Sorry, here it says Blade of Life's Defense for like 170 gold.
Yes. It is a very boring sword. If I remember right, all it does is like give me like a +1 to undead. Like,
sure, not a problem.
Let's see if I can find it again real quick.
That's okay. He'll turn around and hand over what looks to be an like he looks at you and he sort of says, "Do you have any weapons, like any swords or blades or anything?"
I do have a long sword. If I remember correctly, the Blade of Life's defense is a Kopesh.
All right. He turns around and he says, "Mate, that's not a knife. This is a knife." And he hands you the the Blade of Life's defense.
Here, I'm trying to find it right now.
I want to say it's one of the blades that belong to the Knights of Last Wall. They're basically a paladin order that hunt undead. That does sound
this Kopesh has a silver blade polished to an almost blinding sheen etched with motifs of vines and leaves. Gives the blade's bearer +1 sacred bonus on saving throws against the abilities of undead. Otherwise, it is treated as a standard Kopesh.
Nice. All right, very well. You have one of these.
Woohoo!
All right. And he says, now, again, don't worry too much about the price there. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are, it's an investment in your future, eh? Just remember that once you're all big and famous and you're racking in the dough, don't forget to pay off your tab. And like I said, you can find us roaming around a little bit. We're going to be in the area and popping through here and there. But you'll always have some new stuff in. Oh, and if you're ever about town... look for me, Mrs. Shop. You can't miss it.
Which town is that?
It is Generic Town. In the
Generic Town.
It is it's in that town with the things and the place and the stuff.
Yes.
You don't happen to run a sauna as well, do you?
Maybe. Let's see. Did we come up with the name of the shop? It is going to be called Kelly's Quartermaster. There we go. Done.
Love it.
Yep, Kelly's Quartermaster. He says that his wife Liz and his son Ned, they both look after the store there.
Oh, I won't be able to use this yet.
Actually, no. Hang on. No. Here we go. It is Bowman's Goods. Beautiful. There it is. And of course, this character and this NPC comes courtesy of the very generous donation by our own Miss Bowman.
Hey.
And this character,
we needed a wandering shop.
Yep, DT is now the official wandering shop of this game. So whenever you guys find yourselves in need of a shop, DT will provide along with Skip the Owlbear.
Hooray.
Nice.
Also, check this out, by the way. I know we already had our sponsor shop, but check it out. Look, they got new frames for like the Hero Forge minis.
Ooh, that's
cool. Nice.
It's a very nice frame. Look at that. That's really cool. It's got like the little kind of smoky texture to it, which I love. I think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. All right.
Hi,
Cool.
Kyle.
All right, Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us, Kyle. This is pretty much where you guys are going to have your big rest cycle. But, Kyle, we'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay wonderful, my excellent friend. All right. Now, Neil, join with your phone.
Wow. Oh, okay.
But don't join audio.
Yep.
Or else.
Unless it kicks me. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Now,
Like
DT will inevitably leave and make his way continuing on. As Grax sort of feels the frostbite slowly kind of settling in, the warmth from the fire that Mistwind made is definitely making things a lot easier. Realizing that that there are still many dangers out and about, Kyrie, can I get you to make me a survival check?
Yes.
All right, you, Kyrie, find tracks of a dog. Not a wolf, but a full-blown dog.
Which way is it going?
It doesn't seem to be going too far away. In fact, it seems to be going in the same direction as the large wolf from before.
Sweet. Hey guys, I know which way we're going next.
No?
That way. She's gonna point.
Okay.
Since you guys can't see me. I forget that you guys can't see me.
All right.
Alright, go that way. I think. Yes.
I like that no one asked
Well,
me
that does
why. I
that does
get
seem to line up with the directions the fairy said.
All right. You begin to make your way in the point direction, which I'm not there, so I should probably stop pointing as well. Boom. There I am. Hi. All right. You make your way in that direction. Following the path, your survival check eventually leads you... Oh, I don't have any more map. That's okay. We'll just go here. Eventually leads you to what looks to be a very, very large outcrop of rocks where you can hear the sounds of barking. There you can see a small dog who appears to be
Does it look
barking.
like the one on the poster?
Hmm?
Does it look like the one on the poster?
Looks exactly like the one on the poster. And it seems
But
to be
doesn't
barking.
the one on the poster look like a cat?
No. But it does seem to be barking at what looks to be a squirrel. A squirrel that seems to be wearing a kilt. Go on away with ye! Shoo you mangy mongrel! You keep out that, I'll have you!
You heard him! Get out of here!
Alright, as Grax yells that, the dog is frightened and runs away.
Kyrie will
Grax.
smack Grax upside the head.
Dad! Dad! Dogs are evil, come on.
It's the dog we're looking for.
Dad! Doesn't matter.
How do you know that it's the right dog?
Because it looks exactly the same.
As what?
The poster that Grax ate that you guys haven't seen. Because Grax
I
ate
see.
it.
I ate it.
So a picture of a dog we haven't seen, but it's identical.
Correct.
Wait, let me see if I can. What? Do I pull out the poster of the dog? Here's the dog poster.
No,
It's
you
been there
do
for
not.
over a day, man.
You
It's a Stitch moment. Ate it. I knew it. No, I'm just kidding.
You absolutely do not.
I know. I'm just kidding. That'd be kind of funny though.
As you
Well, I guess that's that quest complete then.
excellent, you've chased the dog into the woods.
We found the dog.
All right. At this point, you are approached by this creature.
The Scottish squirrel.
Indeed. It turns around and says, hold on, let me move this stuff around real quick. I need you to obey me. 1, 2,
Bam.
3. Sorry about this. Alright, there it is. And alright. Oh, aye. Thank you, laddie. You saved me from that wee beastie. I don't know if I would have made it alive if it weren't for you.
Oh, no problem.
How big is it?
He's about the size of a cat. Maybe a little bit shorter.
Right.
Just doing my job.
Aye, and a fine job you did.
Oh, thanks.
And, oh my. He licks his fingertip and then brushes his like long, very, very whiskery like cheeks,
Oh,
which
no.
as he looks at Kyrie and says, and who is this wee treasure? His tail begins to like sort of flick around. I like tall women.
This is my friend Kyrie.
Kyrie. Well, 'tis an honor and a privilege to meet you, Kyrie. My name is Seamus McKillicuddy of the clan
Yes.
McKillicuddy. At your service. He takes off his hat and bows.
You mean there's more of you?
Oh,
Yeah.
aye. There's lots of us in the woods. Well, there were until the Great Migration. It's got a wee bit nippy for our kind, but we used to occupy this forest up until the cold weather set in.
Ah, yes. I believe we were warned about this. We're not exactly in our homeland anymore, are we?
Not in your homelands? What, a wee bit of snow and you don't know where you are? No, these are the highlands, all right.
well-
These are the Talden lands. Still all to be true. Except the weather has changed, but not for the better. It seems to have come further from the north. A large eye opened up in the earth itself and started spewing out the coal.
Wait, I?
Aye.
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 Don't
So you
make
don't
fun of me, I'll
normally,
stab ya. No.
I'm not. But
Oh,
You don't
hell.
normally live in the cold.
Sorry, I missed that lad.
So you don't normally live in the cold. Do you
no.
normally
no,
talk?
Do we
Or is
normally
that new
talk?
as well?
Well, I mean, as long as I know we've been able to talk. Me
Oh.
family talks, and all my rallies talk.
Okay.
But,
Have you ever interacted with humans?
well, on occasion, not very often though. They don't usually come this far into the woods. They often get scared away by the stories.
Stories of.
Oh, she has a voice and it sounds like an angel. Stories of monsters and demons and mullymucks and all kinds of terrible things that lurk in these deep woods. But you know, old Seamus and many of the other folk that live here understand what's truly at stake. This place is a beautiful land, rich with nature's bounty and covered in all kinds of treasures only those who have eyes can see.
So you would say that this land abounds in nature's gifts.
Yes, beauties, rich and rare.
Well,
Only
we'll
me and
check
Tim are
history's
laughing at
page
that
on
one.
I don't suppose you've seen a band of bandits.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, I know
Yes,
those
I
bandits.
guess maybe if you don't see many humans, they're all bandits coming through here. But recently, a group of humans coming through, maybe torching the place, pillaging, that kind of thing.
Ah, yes, no, I have the High Sentinel Lodge. It's not too far from here. Just simply further on down the way, cross the bridge, and you're there.
Oh, thank you.
Very important question. Is
Aye.
it the way the dog ran?
No, I think it went that way.
Mm.
But you know, why would you want to spend all your day looking for a mutt when there's far better company right here?
We're
Bet I
pretty
could get
good
a lot of
company.
acorns out of this guy.
Oh yeah, no, we measure our worth in acorns. But right now there's no one with much acorns. I mean, it's the middle of summer. We should be collecting acorns, not having stored them away. Only those people with exceptionally large coffers have managed to stay fed in the light of the unseasonable weather.
Why the hell?
Are you short on acorns right now?
Well, I'm sure. I mean, do I look like I'm carrying any acorns? He says, lifting up his kilt.
Oh no, we can. If I find any acorns, I can bring them to you if you'd like.
So wait, let me get this straight. You want to go to the bandit camp, roam around as an adventurer, and if you find an acorn, travel all the way back here and give it to a squirrel?
That's what he's offering.
Oh,
Yes.
you seem pretty cool.
Well, I
Jack,
appreciate the
no,
offer.
We're already distracted
Okay.
enough as it is.
I feel like I appreciate the offer, lad. But all the old McKillicuddies, we've been around for quite some time, and we'll be around for a while longer.
All right.
But I can't
offer.
can't thank you enough for chasing off that filthy mongrel. They like to
Yeah,
chase
you're
us
very
up trees. They do, filthy dogs.
Oh, and they smell
I mean,
horrible.
you could thank us with maybe a fireplace and some food.
A fireplace and
He's
some
a
food.
squirrel.
I mean, look, you won't fit in my house.
I might. You won't. Oh, wait,
No,
I
you
won't.
definitely won't.
Yeah, I won't. My head's too big.
But
Oh, maybe
always
just
I've always got room for at least one. He kind of again, like he's very much trying it on with Kiri. like his tail's like kind of like he's trying to be really smooth, but his tail kind of gives you the impression of this guy who's like super bashful.
His tail's blushing.
I suppose maybe then just let us stay in the area for the night.
What do you
You'd
mean
be
for the
able to
night?
talk
It's
to
the middle of
Kiri
the
more.
day. I mean, like morning was like 3 hours ago,
Yeah, yeah, we haven't really gone anywhere.
and it's not my forest. You can stay wherever you want.
Oh, excellent. Thanks.
Hey,
How far from here is the lodge?
lodge. Oh well, that's not too far. Maybe about another hour or two's travel. There's some beds in there, but guys who live there are a bit of what do you call them? Wankers.
Okay, if you really want to go after that dog, we could go, but I don't plan on helping much. I don't like dogs very much.
No,
Don't
me
worry,
neither.
your helping has been nothing but bad for us, Grax.
What?
It
Do I need
keeps
to bring
working
up the
out for us,
explosion?
actually.
Me not helping actually helps more.
I'm just saying we could make it closer to, if not to, the lodge before nightfall. Maybe get this over and done with sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Oh, you can definitely make it to the lodge.
Well, I mean, I suppose for just scaring off the dog, your thanks is enough.
Well, I don't have much more than that, except maybe I give you a kiss on the cheek or something. But
I mean, if you must. I'll pick him up and give him a little pat.
yeah, he'll kiss you on the cheek. You now have the blessing of the forest. While you were in the forest, you get +1 on your survival checks.
What? Nice.
Kyrie is gonna point at Grax and be like, technically, he's the one who frightened the dog away, though.
But no one wants to kiss Grax.
Not even his mother.
Stab Mr. Win. No, just kidding.
Damn.
You know what I mean? No.
I didn't even mean for that to come out.
All right. Yes, he will peck anyone who wishes to on the cheek and give you this bonus as well.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Then, after which, he will scurry away and return to the woods to continue being not a squirrel but an actual fairy. However, he's one of the native fae, so he's not from the.
So he's actually from our plane, just not very often seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
He pretends to be a regular.
The stag did kind of warn that if the further we travel this way, the more we were sort of moving across the realms into theirs.
All right.
Yeah, basically like encroaching on space.
Mm.
All
I guess
right.
we'll,
Let's go.
make the most of the light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the dog will turn up again, Kyrie, or not.
As long as I get to graduate.
All right.
Towards the lodge, then?
To the lodge.
All right. Okay. Our heroes continue their journey, following the pathway. As promised, a couple of hours pass, and you wind up
All dead.
We linked around.
dead. All right. No, come back.
Oh no.
There we go. You wind up at a rope bridge. All right. Let me get these down here.
Now, while this is called a lodge, I'm not certain of the kind of reception we'll receive, although the Fae tended to believe first up that we were in league with them. So maybe they will too, but otherwise, is there a plan? Or are we just going to knock on the door?
I sort of have a history of sneaking my way into places to get a lay of the land. I could try that.
Grax is pretty good at sneaking.
Grax, you will
Yeah?
burn the place down with me still in it.
But you will
Might
then live
actually
and they
blow it
will
up
then
and cause
die.
another avalanche.
I said with me still in it. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
You'll get out. I'll make sure you're out. That means all the bandits will die.
Do we
You
see
won't. I'll get you out.
anyone outside, like roving guards or anything like that?
No, you see neither. You see a large rope bridge.
Oh, just the bridge. We can't see beyond it.
You can see the lodge in the snow, but it's kind of like covered by the weather, as it were. So it's kind of like you make out the shape, but you can't see any guards on the bridge or around it.
And how sturdy does this rope bridge? Because I can't imagine very.
Well,
Does it look?
funny you mention that. So, a bridge made of rope, wooden planks, and ropes and wooden planks span across a narrow ravine. It's already covered in ice and snow and sways alarmingly in the icy wind that blows through the gorge. A turbulent water seems to flow beneath a fast-moving surge underneath here. It looks as though some of the ice has made it through here, again, like where it shouldn't be. And chunks of ice every now and then careen off the various slopes and crash below. It is incredibly fast-moving.
So it's too fast to freeze at this point.
Basically, yeah. Now, this area is known as the Red Run Gorge, and it is 50 foot deep. before you hit the water. In addition, you can see that the rate of movement is around about... Holy shit, it's moving at 40 foot per round.
Jeez.
You hit that water, you're gone.
So
yeah,
that's
we'll hit
like
the
a
rocks before we even blink.
Yeah, basically.
40 foot around. So that's like a fast movement pace,
Yeah.
but not a run.
Yeah. If you swam against the current, you would not be able to swim.
You wouldn't get anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's double my movement speed.
Yeah. So for most of us, it's running speed.
Yeah.
Not in the water.
Yeah. All right. The bridge, however, does look quite... I wouldn't say rickety is not the right word, but it definitely doesn't look like it would support all of your weight simultaneously.
I'm gonna stick my foot out and just kind of feel if the bridge is slippery or not.
It's a little slippery, kind of difficult in terms of like the wind also moving it.
Okay. Does anyone have any rope?
Yes. But I mean, there's 2 stretches of rope already on this, isn't there? Down each side.
Oh, that is very true. I mainly meant if the rope, if it does happen to like accidentally fall from under us, or we do fall in, maybe there's something else we can hold on to.
Meaning, just the railing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the idea was I was thinking maybe we could tie something to me. I can crawl across with my new items and not slip, and that way, if someone does fall in, or if I fall in, somehow, you guys can pull me out. Or I could then, if I get to the other side, I could tie it to the pole, the wooden log, and if the bridge breaks, then there's something that's not attached to the bridge too, or like something else that we can use to hang on.
Okay. Well, you take this end of the rope and run across.
All right. So I tie it to myself first, and then I slip the claw of the ice bear paws on my hand.
Try not to think of the 50-foot swing into the side of the cliff face as you do it.
That.
All right, you'll be fine.
I slipped the claws on, and I was shaking when he said that. As I activate the gloves, the claws of the ice bear. Well, I mean, I don't activate them because it's the activating part is something different. But
you're wearing.
It gives me a plus. Yeah, it gives me a +2 competence bonus on. I think it's at athletics. What is it? +2 competence to climb checks and acrobatics checks when using both hands to aid in movement, and allow the wearer to ignore the normal penalties of those skills for slippery or icy surfaces.
All right,
Sounds
very
perfect.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slip them on, kind of get on all fours, and I'm just gonna crawl across the bridge.
Cool. All right. As you walk across, the ice doesn't cause you any issues. The sleet and the slip doesn't seem to move underneath your claws. However, the wind suddenly picks up, and you hear this whooshing sound as the wind begins to carry.
Whoosh.
As it does so, I need you to make me a reflex save with a +4 bonus.
Ooh, okay.
Does it sound unnatural?
Yes.
Does it just sound like a strong wind?
It does sound like a
That's
strong wind.
10.
Okay.
All right.
Can I use my hero point?
You may use your hero point.
Yes.
You don't even know what's happened yet.
I know.
Look, he said he didn't ask what happened. He said I used my hero point.
True.
Okay, that's an 18.
All right, 18 is fine. You begin to crawl forward. What's your move speed?
30.
15. All right, you make it to there. I need another reflex save as you continue onwards.
Oh gosh.
I think you're the fastest person in the group.
Yeah.
I think we all go 20.
No.
Reroll it, Drax.
All right.
Can that happen out of combat, or is it just any time? Like,
It's just
It's-
misfortune.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my misfortune.
Yep.
gotcha. That is a 12.
That is still a failure.
No!
All right, Grex, you fall over. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I imagine you're using your rope.
Well, I tied it to me.
Yep.
Before running.
Correct.
Yep.
I imagine you're using 50 foot of rope.
Yep.
Cool.
That's standard length that we've got on like the kits and things.
It is indeed. Do you recall how deep the ravine was?
50 foot. I did tell him to watch out for that 50-foot swing.
Well, I was hoping that you were holding onto it as I was going, so that you'd like be holding onto the current like 20 feet that I went out.
Yeah, we are, but if you're halfway across, then you've got like, what, a 30-foot swing into the wall or something?
As you swing downwards, the rope extends outwards and you splash, hit the water and the rock at the same time. You will take...
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be 30? Wouldn't that be 20 feet from the river?
Yeah, no, not from the river. It's 50 foot down, and
Yeah,
then it's 20 foot
and
across.
I
And
only
because
went-
you will swing,
Oh.
you're gonna swing and hit the wall, and then be 50 foot down from the pole where you've tied yourself off at the edge.
If I crawled out 15 feet and he was holding
So
on
you're
to
back
the other
here now.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just thought, he was still holding on to the like 15.
Yeah.
Well, you're somewhere between 30 and 50 foot down, roughly.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But you smash
Bah.
into the wall and take 12 damage.
Ow.
It didn't really change the swing length.
Ah!
No, but the water is
Ooh. Alright.
directly underneath you, and you are currently dangling. You're currently dangling, literally just above the water.
All right. I'm gonna use my. I think
I'll look over to see if it's okay, but as I do, it's like the rope will lower a little bit.
As it does,
Okay.
Grax, make a reflex save.
Well, I was gonna do my swift action, cast one of my claw spider climbs,
Yep, you can do that. Make a reflex save.
and then I was. Oh, okay. 21.
All right. You manage to use your spider climb and climb back up just before a large chunk of ice sails down and nearly clips you and knocks you into the water. All right. Grax is severely injured.
I get back and I just kind of sit down for a sec. I'm like, whoever wants to go next.
All right.
You almost made it.
Kichiro and Kirie, what would you guys like to do?
After I laugh? No.
Harsh.
Super harsh.
That is a mighty fine question. I feel like I can't really do much because there's not like a lot of wiggle room there.
Well, we can tie
Can
the rope on
I-
if you want to try crossing.
Well, can I look around to see if there is some sort of a hidden mechanism, or I don't foresee these guys dealing with this every single time, because then half of their band would be fallen in. So can I look around to see if there's basically a safer alternative route?
Make a survival
Well, I
check
didn't-
with. Wait, did you get the blessing from the squirrel? Huh?
I did. I let him kiss me.
Aww. It was a tasteful peck on the cheek. It wasn't anything crude. He's a gentleman.
Indeed.
But yes, you
This
do get
was
the
a
plus.
little more
Yeah, you get a +1 on
potent.
your survival check. So make your survival check, please.
She got +2.
Didn't we determine that this kind of flash freeze just came in like within the last day or so?
Yes. Was there a follow up to that, or was that just a yeah?
Well, just that they.
You think they crossed it before it froze
I think
over?
they probably crossed, before
I got you.
this happened. But you never know.
Yeah, likely so. All right. Thinking back onto it with your 13, there probably isn't a way that doesn't involve a few days worth of travel.
So there might be a spot where the ravine is is either not as deep or closer together or something like that, but a ways off.
I'm gonna cast a Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Are there any like talking stags nearby, let's say? Because I know the Fae know the raiders. But I also know I can't really see very far. I don't know. Never mind.
No, that's a good question. Roll a percentage. Because like you said, the Fae from the normal area here and the Fae from the winter area, they're kind of competing with one another.
Wow! Oh no!
Right? That was fan-frickin-tastic.
Yeah, no.
At least it wasn't a catastrophe.
It's true, that's true. In this particular instance, it is just a misfortune. So the misfortune is that in the time that you've spent pondering this, the water level has risen. It is now 30 foot below the bridge. Kichiro.
That's quite quick.
It is still.
Probably
Yeah,
think
it is
about
still-
crossing.
It's still
We're
very
going to
fast.
do it at all. I'm not an expert in this area, but if the water keeps rising at that level, this bridge may not last. Kichiro?
Yeah, I mean, we need to get across. I just don't have a safe way to do that, unfortunately.
Well, I will get out some crampons and I'll tie the rope on so that I don't have to hold it, and I can hold the rope railings and work my way across. And maybe you can just hold the end of the rope, Kichiro.
Yep, I can do that.
And I'll work my way across.
All right. As you attempt to cross, make a reflex save. As the wind continues to rise and blow hard against you. Easy. What's your movement?
20 foot.
20 foot. Okay. All right. Very well. All right, you make it about halfway. I need another reflex save. Did they goblin fish and catch anything? I mean, I'm pretty sure that Neil caught a cold. All right, Cromwell, you get to the other side and you dust yourself off. It was a little bit scary, but you got there in the end.
I will tie the rope off on one of the pylons, and then I'll just call out, "Come on, it's safe." Well, it's not getting any safer.
Kyrie, I'll try. After, obviously, taking the rope from...
All right.
And... Wait. How's this gonna work?
Well, if you want, you can have Cromwell hold it taut, and you guys
Yeah,
can
I'll
use it.
pull the slack in as you come across.
Yeah, and you guys
Okay.
can just use it as a handhold in the middle of it.
Yeah, because I don't want to take the rope with me, obviously, because then everyone else is screwed. So, okay, cool.
I mean, if you tied off the rope on that end, if someone else has another rope, then you could tie it around yourself and around that rope with a loop, and so you could shimmy across.
And be like, yeah. Does anybody else have one?
Yes,
A rope? No.
Sweet, gimme.
I do. I will give you the rope.
So yeah, we're gonna have both ends tied on opposite pillars, and then I'm going to tie the rope around myself and the taut rope, so that even if the wind buffets me, I will be held on by the ropes, unless the ropes break, obviously. is the plan. What shall I do to get across, good sir?
I'll give you a choice. You can either make a reflex save or a climb check.
All right, let me see how crappy my climb is. Yeah, no. Let's do reflex save.
All right. I'll also give you an additional reflex save if you fail, just so that if you do get blown off, it's for you to just sort of hang on and cling on tighter to the rope.
Okay.
Are we going to end up with a Kyrie just flapping in the breeze in the middle of the...
All right. Because the DC has been lowered thanks to the rope, you managed to make it halfway with no trouble. Let's see another one.
No.
My rolls today are just not fantastic.
I don't actually know what the DC is.
Okay, that is a little shy. The wind is buffeting you quite hard. Make another reflex save as you try to hang on to the support rope.
Yep,
Oh,
I knew
no.
that was coming.
Misfortune.
Oh.
Reroll it.
Now I'll get a 3.
First one or the second one?
There you go.
All right, you manage to grab on and like hang tight. You kind of clench and hold, and you are not blown off. All right, one more reflex save. Let's do it. You can do it. Beautiful.
Nice.
All right. With that, Kyrie, you make it all the way across. Now, for expediency's sake, I'm going to say that Falgorn very sheepishly makes his way across a few times, being kind of nearly blown off here and there. But then it comes down to the last of you.
Who's going last,
Alright.
by the way?
Come on, hurry it up.
Definitely not Mistwin. He'll go next.
I think since I would be the least, maybe I could just tie both ropes for you. They could just pull me across.
You guys gonna go hide in a bush and start trying to take a look out.
Alright, I'll go next. Let me grab the thing.
Nice.
Hey, very nice. That just makes the DC to get halfway.
Oh.
All right. It's super tense, right, Schoolie Eye? I think it's because it's music. I think it's because it's just the wind. You're just like,
Oh no!
all right,
Fuck.
another reflex save as
Oh.
the wind kind of pulls you back. You're trying to hang on to the
Can you,
support.
You
can
can't
you
use them
misfortune
yourself,
yourself or only
Nope.
other people?
I can
Uh-huh.
only use misfortune on creatures other than me.
So you
I was
just
gonna say you get a
unnaturally have
second
misfortune.
reflex anyways because of
yeah,
how
you do
we
get the
set it
second
up.
reflex.
Oh,
Oh god,
that
was almost a one. Oh my god.
Hey, Mistwin,
Oh
re-roll it.
Don't you dare!
no!
Misfortune.
You know what? I'll use my
No.
hero point.
You can't do that on a jinx point.
Actually, he can.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, he
Yeah.
can? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use your hero point.
What? New rules?
No, it is the rule. It is the rule.
Hero
What you
point
want-
Let us do that on
you can't-
Thursdays.
Yeah, because
No.
he's jinxed hero points several times.
Yeah, you
so-
can't. You
I know,
can use jinxes on hero points and hero points on jinxes, but you can't use them on nat 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, nat 20s aren't rolls, so you can't.
So I knew that on
Yeah.
Thursday game. No,
Yeah, you're thinking of the nat 20, Neil. Yes. All right. Very well. Okay. Make another reflex save as you try to get the rest of the way across.
Oh come on! Why do the gods forsake me?
Because you double.
Get a second
cursed
one.
yourself. All right.
I
roll
did,
another
I
dice.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
All right, you're hanging on. Your feet are no longer on the bridge. You're basically being blown in the wind, and the bridge is like sideways. Cromwell and Kichiro from both sides. You kind of grab onto the edges, and you're trying to straighten it out for him. All right, Mistwin, let's go again.
This is for Aswa, I swear to God.
There
Yes.
we go.
All right. With the last little leg,
19,
with them,
30,
with,
20.
all right, with your two friends holding it steady, you race across and manage to make it to the edge.
This is gonna catch his breath, flip off the sky.
Kichiro, you're up.
Oh, Kichiro would very much insist on being the last one across.
Okay.
Drax can't make it. He's just gonna come across untie the rope and come across on it.
Well, yeah, I'll tie it to me, and then you guys can just pull me across since I weigh the least.
He's gonna flop
right.
on his stomach and we'll drag him.
Yeah.
All right.
Most likely.
Kichiro will go then. This is where I die.
And I guess I'll die.
Yep, there it is.
Ooh.
All right, and another reflex save as you're being blown off.
Bye, guys. Yep, there it is.
I think Mistorin can reroll that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
What's the range on it?
Thing. Oh yeah, no, he's out of range. It's
Uh-oh.
30 feet.
All right. As you fall 30 foot, you land in the water with a splash. Make a swim check.
At least you're still tied onto the rope, but I don't know if that's better or worse because it could just drag you under.
No, I don't think he's tied to the rope. I think the ropes are tied in between the two posts like a support.
Now we've got two sets of ropes going. So there's the one between the posts and there's another one on the person looped over that rope.
Yeah, but how are you getting that rope back then?
What rope?
No, okay,
Okay.
so you have the
So-
tight rope between the two,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you. Oh, you mean because we're not sending. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
'cause
point.
you're not sending that
How are
rope
we sending
did
it back?
Curio bring the only rope that you guys have between you.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Because I was
So
trying
we've
not
got-
to do
we've
that,
got a
but
spare
then
rope
I
on our
actually did
side.
it.
All right, well, all right. So,
I think that was actually Kichiro's rope.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was. I was the only one that had one.
all right. Unfortunately, Kichiro, the rapids will drag you 40 foot away, and as they do so, that is where we will end today's session with
Oh, no!
Kichiro being swept into the current. The onlookers looking down as their kitsune friend. Now you are treading water. I will say this, but yeah, you're being dragged further and further away.
Just climb out as the water rises.
You hear the sounds of a waterfall nearby. Maybe, I don't know.
And a polar bear.
Yeah, and a polar bear. And a partridge in a pear tree. No. All right. So, Kichiro, you are, yes, you are sailing away, and that is where we're going to end today's game. Thank you so much for everyone for coming and joining us today. We hope that you guys had an amazing time. I certainly know that I did. Yeah, well, I mean, who knows what will happen? I guess we'll have to find out next week when we return. I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to everyone who supported today, and of course, now us raising money for the Convergence flight, which is now up to $80. So thank you so much, everyone, for those donations, guys. This is super amazing and super helpful. Like I said, if you haven't checked it out, the Convergence, big event that I'm going to be at next year. I mean, I'm going to be at PAX this year for you, those of you in Australia. But the Convergence, if you guys want to come to the Convergence, hey guys, check it out. There's tickets that you can buy right here. Boom, there they are. Go follow the link. Go check it out because we're going to be there. And yeah, that'll be amazing. So, thank you. And yeah, what else? I think that's it. Guys, let's go raid. Who are we going to raid?
Run!
Who are we going to go and raid?
We're not doing favorite moments? No, it's too late.
No. It's a lot for that. Let's see.
Let's say yours while he's picking a raid.
All right, we're gonna raid Winter's Tales. So here we go.
Too late.
Thank you very much, everyone. We hope that you guys had a very special time. We hope that you stay wonderful and stay amazing until we meet again. As always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everybody.
Bye!